Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. I want to give you some pointers on if you're broke, what not to do in this broadcast. And I can tell you, see, here's a mistake people make on YouTube. You can't negate the wisdom that comes from somebody that actually experienced something. So, like for instance, with Kevin Samuels, people tried to negate him talking on dating and stuff because he was married twice. What better person to learn about women from than a person who has had failed relationships and gained wisdom from it? Just like when it comes to money, you shouldn't always be going to people that's there, because you don't know, they could have had a silver spoon, somebody could have left them property, this, that, and the other. Like, if you go from somebody that's already there, then you have to go from somebody that and learn from somebody that's what's called self-made. Because if you're dealing with people who ain't being honest about how they got there, you got to be careful with those. See, because people who not being honest about how they got there can be very inconsiderate at times and hard to learn from. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a friend, or you got a person you know, or a person you listen to, that they got their start from something that was given to them. Like somebody gave them some property, or somebody left them some life insurance. You a person, ain't nobody left you anything. It's just you. People die and they don't leave you nothing. You know, some of us are in families like that. So I can give you tips and pointers and what not to do if you're broke. I'm going to show you. Because if you broke, you can make it even worse if you do these things. First thing you should not do when you're broke is borrow. Don't borrow, listen, don't borrow no money from your relatives. Don't borrow no money from payday loan or anything. And here's why. With your relatives, they're going to always judge you by that money you borrow from them, even if you pay them back. They're going to always judge you by that. You can be making more than them and got more money than them, and they'll still be trying to treat you like you're poor. So never borrow money from relatives. If you struggling, don't even tell them. Just deal with it. Whatever happens, happens. That's the first thing. Do not borrow money to pay bills. Don't borrow money to meet needs. Now, if you can't find a program in your city that's going to freely help you, just deal with it. Learn how to talk. Learn how to get people to work with you. But don't borrow money. Whatever happens, happens. That's the first thing. The second thing, do not sit around not working. You got to stop being choosy. I don't care if you got a PhD, so what? Go do something. Go do some Instacart or something. But don't just sit there and refuse to have income coming in with your pride. If you're not working, find a job that really needs help. Apply for that. Your chances are better. Instead of you at home, you ain't doing nothing. Come on now. Next, do not depend on disability. I mean, if you get it, you get it. It's not, listen, the government been fleecing us for years. That's not the issue. And I'm a conservative. So I don't believe in somebody just trying to get money for free. But I don't say, hey, you shouldn't. What they gonna do with it? What they gonna do with it? They gonna give it to another country. They always give it to other countries, which I'm a conservative, but I do not agree with that. Do not just try to live off free money. If your kids get it, if you get it, if you have to get it, then get it. But don't be one of them people that's trying to get it because you don't want to work. We all got to deal with this out here. I don't want to deal with these personalities either. But money is something I like. So that's another thing. Next, if you're working and you're broke, unless you have to, do not sit around watching TV. Watch TV when you're off, but go get you anything. Go get you a paper route overnight. Go get you see, y'all too stuck on off days. Yeah, you need your time to rest and stuff like that, but when you broke, you shouldn't be resting too much. I told my son, my younger son, I said, when you start working, he just got a job. I said, for practically the first 6 months, save at least half of your money. You see, by him doing that, he getting it started right. See, me, it's reasons. I'm going to tell you something. When you get fast money, if you got fast money, once you stop whatever is giving you that fast money, you going to have to reprogram yourself, mostly, like most people. Because you're going to go through a period of having problems with money. That's just the way it is. Come with the territory. I mean, but you gotta be willing to work hard. Not in an unhealthy fashion. You still, if you older, like if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you still want to get at least 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Which brings me to my next point in closing. I got many more. We're going to come back to this, but y'all attention span is too short for long video. The next thing is do not love sleep. You got to get out of the bed. That's the next tip. The Bible even says, love not sleep, lest it brings you to poverty. It says, do not love sleep, or it will bring you to poverty. Paraphrasing it, translating it into English. So if you the type of person, you got to sleep 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, you're going to have a hard time. Oh, one more. I'm going to give you one more. If you gamble, it's not a sin. If that's what you want to do, gambling is not a sin. Anybody that's telling you it's a sin, it's only money. As long as you're not using it to break the commandments, it's only money. But do not rely on gambling. Here's why. If you gamble. But when you rely on gambling, and let's say you go on a losing streak, now you're starting to have problems. You're starting to have financial problems because you was relying on gambling and you was losing. You know, as long as you winning, it's fine. But the reason why you don't rely on it, because you ain't going to always win. And then you're going to look back, all that money you could have been saving. All right, I got another one. Then I'm closing. I'm going right off. Is do not spend all your money. Always save money. Because look at it like this. Even if you only saved $1 a day on average, that's $365. In 10 years, that's $3,065. There's your emergency fund right there. At the worst, at the minimum. So don't spend all of your money. Especially when you broke, When you don't have savings, and you start getting money, do not spend it all. Don't even use it all to pay your bills. Always put something up for yourself. And I'm going to close with that. It's Truth Man. The channel is No Matrix, no simping. All subjects channel. Thanks for watching.